Hello, everyone. My name is Chris, and our team's product that we are presenting today is Saramsh, which means summary in Sanskrit. It is a summarization app to reduce the length of time patent lawyers spend summarizing patents. As mentioned, I'm Chris. As well on the team, we have Royal and Arzu. Imagine it's 4:45 p.m. on a Friday. You finished all of the work your boss had assigned you of summarizing patents and had another 15 minutes to spare for a nice, relaxing herbal tea. As your tea finished to steep and you are about to take a refreshing sip, Bloggins! You hear your boss call out your name. You frantically put your drink down, spilling some in the process, and run over to her office. Bloggins, great work on summarizing those files. You've done such a great job that I'm going to need you to pick up the slack of dough. Here's the paperwork. Suddenly, that feeling of euphoria you had just 5 minutes earlier is gone. The entire week you slaved away reading through all of those patents and summarizing them, only to be given another load of them at the 11th hour.
Is to reduce the length of time patent lawyers spend summarizing patents to increase their work-life balance. There are approximately 1.35 million lawyers across North America. The legal industry in the US amounts up to $66 billion. Legal research is one of the primary activities of any law firm. If we were to assume that even if 10% of the cost is spent on legal research, it amounts to $6.6 billion industry. At the moment, lawyers spend about 33% of their time doing legal research. This is a time-consuming and mentally taxing exercise. With our solution, we want to help the readers find the specific information in documents and summarize it for them. This way, looking for information will be easy, cost-effective, and effortless. We have about 50,000 legal firms in the US, and we know that the cost of hiring a legal researcher is approximately between $40K to $200K with an average salary of $78,000 per year. We estimate to sell our product for $30,000 to the legal companies, which can help them both in their research and summarization by saving their time. Even if 10% of them can afford it, it would create a business opportunity for a $30 million company. For our business model, we currently use the Rod and Bart model for generating summaries. Later, we can develop our own custom summarization models. We can rent GPUs on AWS to store our models and speed up the inference. The estimated cost for AWS per year would be around $30K per year. We need a front-end, a back-end, and a machine learning developer for our project. That the front-end will be done in React and the back-end will be done in Python mostly. We would also need an ML developer for model development. And the total cost of the engineering team will be around $500K per year. For this project, we use Big Patent dataset. Big Patent is a large-scale dataset for abstractive and coherent summarization. We have about 1.3 million records of US patent documents that each of them has a human abstractive summary. Each US patent has cooperative patent classification code, and we have 9 classification categories, including human necessities, performance operations, chemistry, fixed construction, mechanical engineering, physics, electricity, and cross-sectional technology.
We use Rouge as a baseline, which has traditionally been used for evaluating summarization systems. Summarization systems use Rouge as an automatic evaluation metric. They have a pair of reference and system-generated summaries, and Rouge score is calculated between these pair of summaries. Essentially, Rouge is an n-gram overlap-based metric. The assumption is that the most important sentence in a given paragraph approximates the summary of the paragraph. And how do we extract the most important sentence? We claim that the sentence with the highest Rouge score must be the most important sentence and therefore the summary of the paragraph. To compute the Rouge score, we go through every sentence in a given paragraph and consider the rest of the paragraph as a proxy for a reference summary. In other words, the most important sentence has a maximum n-gram overlap with the rest of the paragraph. In our baseline, we use the Rouge L F1 variant of the Rouge code, which considers the longest common subsequence while computing the n-gram overlap. We also used an abstractive summarizer called Bart, which was recently released by Facebook. Bart is a denoising autoencoder for pre-training sequence-to-sequence models. It uses a standard transformer-based neural machine translation architecture and can be thought as a generalization of BERT plus GPT. Bart was shown to exhibit near human-level performance for abstractive summarization, and we use the Hugging Face implementation of the Bart model. Our methodology is as follows. We first take a patent document from the big patent dataset. We split the document into paragraphs, and we re-rank all the paragraphs based on how relevant the paragraphs are to the given user query. We use the standard BM25 ranking function to re-rank all the paragraphs. As for the baseline, we extract the sentence with the highest Rouge score from the top paragraph. In our final deployment, we use Bart to summarize the top paragraph. Our users also requested a summary of all paragraphs so that they get a context of the entire document, in addition to the summary corresponding to specific keywords. Our architecture is as follows. We use big patent dataset as a dataset. We developed our model using PyTorch. We packaged our model with MLflow and Dockerized our image, which we then uploaded to Docker Hub. After saving the Docker image, we served our app on a Paperspace instance, and we used Flask web app to serve our model. And here is the final demo of our working model.
Okay, here is our Flask app for the patent summary generator. As you can see in the first text area, you can enter the patent you would like to summarize. Here I'm going to paste in one of the patents from the big patent dataset revolving around pulp. Here, in this text area, you can enter the query you'd like to use. So I can enter pulp for this one. As well, we can choose the length of the summary we would like each paragraph to be. I can enter 50 for this. And now we can just click Generate Summary. And here you can now see that we have the summary generated for the entire patent in this text area, as well as the query summary for the query word we had used. Also, you can now click to summarize another patent and go back to the original screen.